So is this building up? What do you want from racing at this point? And is it more open wheel racing in your mind?
Oh, yeah.
New.
I went to an IndyCar race and got introduced as a young driver trying to find his way there. And I was amazed. They all, well, how much road racing experience do you have? How much money are you going to bring with you? And I was like, I don't have any road racing experience and I have no money. And so pretty much the doors were closed right away.
For Indy.
For Indy.
For somebody who's never been in either a stock car or a sprint car, what is that jump like? You know, and it wasn't something that was even on your radar at that, you know, as an early racer.
I went from, I'm an open wheel guy and those are taxi cabs,
right.
and I'm not going to drive that kind of car, to, I didn't know I was missing out on this. This is awesome. I love the race. Of course, then I started watching the races on TV, huge crowds everywhere they went. I love the personalities. I love the racing was great, side-by-side action. So I went down to North Carolina to just go to a driving school, just to drive one. And it goes well. And Buck Baker, who you know, longtime NASCAR driver at the time, and he said to me, hey, I got this guy that's over here. He has a race car, and he wants to compete. But I asked him if he would let you drive. And I said, great. What'd he say? He goes, he said he would. Now, this guy was a large guy. And so the seat are all custom made for each driver. I had to stuff 5 or 6 pillows in this seat just to be able to see over the steering wheel and be somewhat secured in the car. But there was nothing going to keep me out of driving that car. And so I went out. And it went really, really well. I was fast. I got enough attention where some people from Ford started calling me back in Indiana. And I'll never forget, I took the call, and a guy named Lee Morse from Ford, and he said, hey, Jeff, Lee Morse from Ford, wanted to talk to you about possibly driving for Bill Davis in the NASCAR, it was Busch Grand National Series at that time. And I was all ears. I was like, heck yeah.
And you're racing now, let's say in baseball terms, like in AAA.
Right.
Not to denigrate the product, but Busch Series is one step below where you want to be.
You can make a career there, but you're really, especially if you're a young driver, you're using that as the stepping stone to get to the Cup level.
But you're geared up. You've got your guy. You've got Ray Evernham. And things are about to change for you.
I mean, right away, we started seeing success. I think it may have been the second race or third race of the year. We went to Atlanta, big 1.5 mile, very fast racetrack, and we sat on the pole. I want to say it was either Dale Earnhardt Sr., I know Mark Martin, maybe Bill Elliott. The top guys at the Cup level were all right around me. So I'm on the pole, and they're next to me for this race.
So they're racing. That happens a lot.
Yeah,
a lot of guys will race the day before.
There's a lot of criticism of that today, where the Cup guys come in and dominate these Xfinity now is what the series is called. And it drives people crazy because they don't feel like they're given the opportunity for these young kids to shine and gain points and gain notoriety. And I beg to differ, because had I not been in that series racing against the best, learning from them, but also if I hadn't won that race in Atlanta that day and beat Mark Martin and Dale Earnhardt and Dale Jarrett and other Cup drivers, nobody would have even noticed me, in my opinion. And Rick Hendrick noticed me that day, and that's what got me to the Cup level.
And is that his first real look at you?
Yeah. Well, the way he tells the story is the first thing that he saw was some kid driving the car sideways with smoke rolling off the right rear tire. And he told, I think it was some people that either worked for him or a friend, he was walking down along the track while the race is going on, and they were headed somewhere else. And he said, hold on. This kid's going to wreck. Let's stay here and watch. And they kept watching. I kept sliding it through the corner, and I never wrecked. And what he found, so after that race, he immediately said, how do we get in touch with Jeff Gordon?